course, next question. President Trump did a lot in the first 100 days. What are you going to do in your first 100 days?
Great question. There's several things that we need to do. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask every head of agency in the state of Idaho, every head of department to resign. I want them to turn in, if they want the job back, they need to give me an application and tell me two things. Number one, how they're going to cut 5% of their budget, and if they can't, why not? Why can't they cut 5% of their budget? And number two, I want to tell them how they're going to provide better services to the people of Idaho. How are they going to become a service culture, not a bureaucracy? How are they going to actually help the people of Idaho? They need to give me a specific plan on how their agency can improve. If they can't answer those two questions, then I'm going to hire somebody else who can do that. Number two, we need to pass the grocery tax within the first 100 days. I know that the legislature will send it to me, repeal the grocery tax. And number three, I think we need to pass the CBD oil legislation in the first 100 days. The other thing is a little bit more long-term, but I'm going to start sitting down with the legislators so we can implement my 555 plan. Bringing our taxes to 5% is not a simple thing. If it was simple, we would have done it a long time ago. We're going to need to look at all the loopholes in the tax code. We're going to have to sit down, the executive and the legislative branch are going to have to sit down and look at every single loophole in the tax code and decide which ones we're going to keep in there, which ones we're going to get rid of. There's about $3 billion in loopholes in the tax code. My bill will cost about $1 billion. So we're going to have to figure out exactly how we're going to do that. That's why I'm asking for cuts in spending. I'm going to ask for the agencies to be more accountable, and we also need to look at how we can shift some of the taxes that are in the tax code, getting rid of the loopholes and putting them into tax reductions for every Idahoan. So there's a lot of things to do in the first 100 days, and I'm really excited about it. And we're going to cut regulations. We're going to have an audit of the Medicaid program in Idaho. We're going to have an audit of our transportation department. And we're going to have an audit of all the regulations and get rid of all the regulations that are preventing individuals from growing and from doing business in Idaho. So we have a lot of work to do, and I'm super excited about it.